Hello and welcome back to a video. So we have the lovely Sam here, and she's coming today for infills, 2-week infills. She has the tiniest nail beds ever. I mean ever. They are tiny. So today I am using my size 10 Tracy Lou brush. We have prepped the nails and I have e-filed the growth area, and we're coming in with the CJP Prep Plus wipe and then dehydrator. So as always, prep the 5 nails first with dehydrator and then I reapply again as I'm going. We're using CJP's Amore, and I'm also using a holographic rose gold glitter from Smiley's Glitter Store today. Was given this as a free gift from a workshop that I did. Absolutely beautiful. So here I am, I'm just coming in with Amore and we're just putting it on that little growth there. Now you can see I had far too big a bead, so I've wiped off as much of the excess as I can, just tapping it around, making sure it's covering the whole nail. Sam was here the day before going into hospital to have her baby, so she wanted something simple, plain, pretty. At the end I did come in and file that bulk down because it was far too big. So on the ring finger, on a couple of the fingers, we're doing a glitter fade. So I think on this one we do a full glitter finger. So just coming in with a tiny bead of clear acrylic just to infill that growth area. And then I pick up a tiny bead of acrylic, and I mean tiny, dipping into the raw glitter and then placing that at the cuticle, making sure it's tucked in at those sides and just pulling the rest of the product down just to make sure we've got a nice neat cuticle. And then back in for another smaller bead for the tip, place it on the end of the finger and just move it around until you're happy and you've got full coverage really. Now usually when I do glitter, I will put the glitter on and I'll give it time to set a little bit before I go back and cap it. So on the middle finger we are doing a glitter fade. So again, starting with a little bit of Amore just to fill that ingrowth area. She did have Amore previously as well. I'm just keeping the finger pointing down. I know these camera angles are not the best. I did this one with my phone precariously, is that the right word? Strapped to my overhead light, but I have ordered a video stand, so that should be here today. So yeah, just come in with that Amore, making sure we've got nice coverage on that nail bed area. And once I'm happy, back into crystal glass, tiny bead, picking up that raw glitter, which is absolutely beautiful. Very fine as well, so very good for glitter fades. I do prefer to use a fine glitter for glitter fades. So just pop that on the free edge and then just blend it back to get that glitter faded up. Just tidying up the edges. And then this one is a full finger of Amore. The benefit is when you're doing infills like this is you do only need a small amount of product. She wanted a more natural look, so using Amore meant that we had that little bit of a natural look. You know, I sometimes use it a lot drier if I want a more opaque colour. So just while we are running through, you guys watching me do this, I'm not great at video editing, I've got to say. I do swear, I work from home. I don't work in a salon. Currently I'm doing maximum 3 sets a day because I have health issues, but just wanted to pass on really some of the stuff that I've learnt from watching the best nail techs out there, and just thought we'd give it a go. We'll see how it goes. So on the thumb, as you can see, this is her thumbnail. I mean, it's tiny nails. The problem that we have with Sam is because her nail beds are so tiny, and because my skills weren't the best, it's very rare for her to go 2 weeks. You know, we do struggle, but this last time she came back 2 weeks all intact, no lifting. So I think I've cracked it. I think that's down to me practicing and doing the extra workshops. So as you can see, although it's a size 10 brush, it's perfect for doing these. So I highly rate the size 10. I haven't felt the need to get a size 12, I have to say. I haven't used any other size brush since I got this size 10 Tracy Lou. It's amazing, it's a brilliant brush. So yeah, just coming in on that thumb there, just making sure we've got the coverage that we need. Just so you're aware, I have speeded this video up by 1.5 times. So, you know, it might appear that I'm working quite quickly, but actually I'm not. I do like to take my time. I do prefer to make sure that I do it the best way I can. And I'm doing the voiceover about 4 days later because I just haven't had time. Some of the other videos I did, I wasn't able to use purely because my angles were rubbish. So I've now gone back to that glitter and we're going to cap. So I wet my glitter with a little piece, a little bit of monomer just to make it nice and shiny, and it just helps that clear acrylic move smoothly over that glitter. You need to make sure that your glitter is dull. If it's not dull, if it's still shiny, you haven't capped it enough, and what will happen then is when you file, you'll file it away. So I tend to work a little bit wetter and just try and make sure I keep it away from that cuticle. Same again with the middle finger, although you don't have to take your clear cap all the way to the top of that bead. As you can see, I'm literally blending it back just to make sure there's no line or anything, but the majority of that product is staying over the glitter where the glitter is. Do like infills for filing because there's not as much filing. I tend to shape before I do the infill anyway, so that makes it a little bit better. I'm not even sure why I did that. Why was I doing that? Oh, I got some glow in the dark glitters from Smiley's glitter store, so I was showing her the glow in the dark stuff. Bit random. This is what happens on my appointments. We just get completely carried away with talking about stuff. It's normal for me. So moving on to other hand. Now the only reason I've left the other hand in, there is only part of it because I go out of shot. Still got a lot to learn about camera angles, etc. But I thought I'd leave it in. An absolute sod's law. This hand will turn out better than the other one. Always does. Second hand always goes better. But I just tend to find that it was easier to leave both in rather than cutting it out. So again, I'm just coming in over that growth area. Now you need to bear in mind that before I started recording, I did prep all of the nails, push the cuticles back, did the cuticle work, filed the growth area, etc., which is very, very hard to do when you're doing infills. I tend to use a very smooth cuticle bit to blend the acrylic in, but I do the hand filing with a hand file. It takes 2 minutes. It's worth doing well. So yeah, as you can see, the angle isn't great. Apologies. But again, dehydrate all 5 nails, and then I come back in with dehydrator on each individual one. I just let that dehydrator dry. You know it's gone dry because it goes chalky. So again, on that thumb, just coming in with more, doing one big bead because her nails are tiny. So one big bead at the cuticle, tucking it in, blending the rest of the product down. And then if I need a little bit more, which I did in this case, I'll just add it. At this stage in the game, I'm not confident enough to do one big bead and just pull it down. Not on purpose anyway. It sometimes happens by accident. And my clients will tell you that I sit there and get quite excited when that happens. It's the little things, isn't it? So definitely not the most helpful of angles on this hand, but I just left it in. It's 14 minutes. So I figured I'd leave it in just for you to show. I don't think there's any filing in this one. I have got a video showing me filing on another set, and I'm hoping with the new camera mount I'll be able to do a full prep to finish video for a set this week, hopefully. Just a quick note on my nails. I originally planned, if you've watched the other videos, I had originally planned to take my nails off on one hand and to show different versions of product application. That hasn't happened. And then I won well, not a competition as such. I was voted to receive a brand new set of nails, acrylic nails done on myself by the amazing Rachel at RD Nails and Nanos in Peterborough. So I decided to leave my nails off. So currently, I very rarely have nails off, but currently I have one nail on one finger, which is the hand you can see, and on the other hand I've got 4. So they'll all be coming off this week, and I'm just going to rock some gel polish for the next few days. It's only a week, so it'll be fine. Wasn't going to pass up that opportunity. Her work is amazing. If you haven't already checked her out on Instagram, you can find her on there and Facebook. So yeah, just coming in now with that full glitter finger. So it's the same thing. It's a tiny piece of clear acrylic. It's just enough to move it around, and if you give it a little wiggle, tip that I learnt from Kylie Werry, it sort of displaces the acrylic really easily. So you know, you get that glitter coverage that you need. And it's just coming in really, just making sure it's nice and tidy. I detest filing. It's the worst thing in the world. So you can help, if you're liking these videos, you can help me by liking and subscribing to my videos. And also, you know, let your friends know. Because at this point in time, I don't know whether to continue or not. You know, if I get more subscribers, I will. If there's anything you want to see, if you are a nail tech and you want to see certain types of nail art, if you want to see filing, removal, you know, whatever it is, pop a comment below the video and let me know. So as you can see, we're nearing the end of the video and it's just going horrendously out of shot. So I just left it in to make the video a bit longer. Did you notice I put a picture of the finished nails at the beginning? Go me. Just haven't had time to sit down and do it. So it's currently Sunday. Sunday and Monday are my days off. Never work on a Sunday. I think I've done one in the last 2 years, and that was after I came back off holiday. So nearing the end of the video. Thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you that does. I do need feedback on these videos. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what you want to see, what you don't need to see. And I'm going to leave it there, and there will be a picture of the finished set at the end as well. And thank you very, very much for taking the time to watch this video with me. I'm off out for the day, so I will speak to you all soon and hopefully be back with another video shortly.